All right. Look at the standings. Let's look at the standings. Our point differential still got to be like pretty heavy. Up, still got it pretty heavy. Um, because I want to discuss the top five teams. Because I don't talk about that fluid stuff. You know what I'm saying? This might be top five teams for the next month. Nah, but 3 weeks in, let's say, I feel like the first three, I'll give you that. I don't care what order y'all put it in. One, two, three. If y'all want to do that, they undefeated. You can't not do that. Like, obviously, I feel like um we'll see you down the line, Miami. We kind of know what the 49ers are. They're gonna be a tough team to beat in January. So is Philly. But then you gotta like think down the line who y'all really want to put as the 4 and 5 because there's a lot of 2-1 teams. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not putting Atlanta, the Steelers, Green Bay, Indiana, Seahawks. I might put the Ravens, but they just had a bad loss them damn selves. Cleveland, no. Detroit, no. Buffalo, debatable. Dallas, yeah. Dallas still top five team in football. I don't care what anybody's saying. We had a bad loss. So that's could be my fourth team. I don't care what order y'all want to put stuff in. That's they definitely in the top five still. Fan or not of the Cowboys, I would have been honest in saying they not. They had a bad loss. It happens, but they definitely defense is still gonna be there. Um, honestly, in the teams that y'all may be looking at, like you can't the Bengals cannot be in nobody's top five right now because y'all think they're gonna turn it around when Justin Herbert, I mean Joe Burrow is still not playing good. They won a game that looked terrible. It looked terrible. So I would say Miami, San Fran, Philly, Cowboys, and the fifth team is kind of tough. Like I said, we gotta. Do y'all want to throw the Chiefs back in there? They won their last two games. But then they just beat people that like the Bears are like legitimately might be the worst team in football, and that's crazy to me. They legitimately might be the worst team in football. They need to get rid of everybody. Everybody got to go. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of 2-1 teams. I feel like I don't want to be unfair to people because you got Cleveland, whose defense is playing phenomenal, but then you just don't know what Deshaun Watson is going to be. He had a good week this week, but then you don't know what he's going to be down the line. Consistency comes into play. Can he be back to that consistent self that he was with the Texans? You don't know. Buffalo. I forgot they first week. I think who did they play? Oh, they lost to the Jets, which is a bad loss because like when Aaron Rodgers go out, but they have looked like the 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, they're gonna be who they are. They're still gonna win games. They still got one of the best quarterbacks in football in Josh Allen. And he gonna make plays like he always does, legs or arms wise. Depends how y'all feel about that. Like I said, my top four is my top four. I think I'm not changing. Miami offense looks explosive. Defensively, I cannot say nothing about them. I'm not sure about them defensively yet, but we'll see more down the line. It's two more to be shown. I still and well the 49ers and the Eagles, their defense seems solidified to be good defense, same as the Cowboys. Like I think those three have great defenses. Um and obviously, like I said, out of the four teams, Miami probably has the best offense in terms of numbers. Like they score like they score insanely, but down the line, all that stuff for like look how Belichick basically played the Dolphins. I think it's better defensive teams than the Belichick team. I mean the Patriots. So taking away Tyreek Hill and making everybody else become something else. How did they look? They looked all right against the Patriots. They won. They won despite of it, of him like really not really doing much. But like I said, it comes down to later on, and you want to see what are they made of offensively. Because when the offense is not clicking at all levels, like because sometimes it doesn't click and it's not pretty, you got to find a win those games and get stops. You know what I'm saying? You play the Belichick team that has no offensive, like they're not good offensively. Like I said, that's why I expect Dallas to beat them next week. And like I said, I don't think they're gonna come out to play. We beat them either last year or the year before, and we're gonna beat them, I think, more convincingly this year. But I'll talk about that down the line this week. Like I said, I just want to get more into this stuff. Um, Green Bay, they're getting like wins. Like they're winning, like despite of everything, being down 17-0, find a way to resurge something in the second half, which was amazing. But like I said, Green Bay is still more to be seen. Jordan Love still to me more to be seen. He looks like he's gonna be a quarterback for this team for a while, and he has some talent there. He's always had some talent there. I think that's the reason he was drafted. They seen some of Aaron in him, and I don't, got to see more. Seahawks, like I said about Geno, I just don't think down the line he'll be good for the in January. Look at their point differential was -1. Like they're like fortunate right now. You know what I'm saying? Point differential matters, y'all. Because look at the Vikings last year. Their point differential was never that good, and they were like an 8-1 team, 8-2 team, and we were like, this is the worst 8-1 team of all time. Because when they went down and faced the real team and they played Dallas, they get that ass waxed. When they played in January against the Giants, who I don't even think they're that good at that point. I still think the Giants made improvements this year, even though they haven't shown it yet. They got their bomb. They didn't get waxed, but they lost. You were an 8-2 team. You were a great record team, and you lost to the Giants, who surged late. That was embarrassing. Washington, when they got against finally a good team, they got it waxed. Like they got it waxed. Like I think I just hit my elbow. 37-3, I believe. Like the quarterback and Sam Howell got 4 picks. If they think Sam Howell is their future, they better be sure because they got some talent there. Terry McLaurin, they got some running backs there. They still got that defense that I think could be like top tier, if not already. And it looked like this, I forgot who they played, but who scored 37 on them? Who scored 37 on them? Who did the Commanders play? That defense ain't even look that good that week. And I think they got a talented defense. I don't know. We'll see. They 2-1. And I don't even know if they better than the Giants. And the Giants is 1-2. It took the Giants about 6 quarters to score. That's why probably to the season. It took the Giants 6 quarters to score. But yeah, that's like my top 5 teams. But like, let me think of my top 5 worst teams though. Let's really think about that. Top 5 worst. Huh. The Bears are the number 1 worst team in the football to me. Football. Then I'm gonna say I mean, do we gotta let's just say all the like teams that are under like losses and stuff? It's just the weird thing about the Vikings. I think they're gonna get wins. I think they're still gonna compete for the division if they find a way to win these games. Because look at their point differential compared to like the forwards teams. 27 -27 for the Panthers, -59 for the Chicago Bears, -53 for the Denver Broncos, which probably came from that last game when they lost 20-70. I don't even want to talk about them. Oh my god. They only is a -13, meaning they putting up points. They just got to figure this out, and if they can't, they will not make the playoffs. Simple. I think they may be a wild card team. I think they're gonna put through it. They're either gonna put together a winning streak or they're not. I think the top 5 worst teams is like obviously the bottom 4 that has no wins. You can't put nobody that's not like they'd have no wins. I don't care what anybody's saying about teams that have 1 win. They are better than them. They got 1. I think Houston is better than every team lower, and that's the weirdest part. Because you think about Denver, you think about their talent, you'd be like, how like Denver's really top